Your name?
PC Harvey from the
Okay.
North East Dog Unit.
Who?
PC Harvey from the North East Dog Unit. Are you one of these auditors that like...
From the North East Dog Unit?
That's it.
So you got dogs in there?
I have.
Alright.
Mate, just
You're not blocking me in, are you? No, I'm not coming over to the
Hello.
side. Don't touch me and don't follow me either. You dress me as sir.
Sir.
Keep it professional.
Another unit to assist with a stop outside TDJ, please. I've got someone filming the Met building and vehicles going in and out. I'm glad you've come onto the pavement.
No, I don't need to be on the pavement. Don't
Mate,
glad I've
you're
done
going
it.
out
You
of
touch
the pavement.
me. Listen.
For a search under section
All
43
right.
of the Terrorism
Yeah.
Act. All right,
Okay.
I'm PC Harvey from North East.
All right. What information
Dog
have you
Unit.
got? You got to
Use some common sense.
detain me under that.
Use some common
What
sense.
information have you got to detain me
If you
under
let me
that?
speak-
If you holding me,
If you let me
look,
speak,
you're holding
I'm
my
off
arm.
the pavement.
You're holding my
That's an
arm.
emergency
You're
base.
holding my arm.
Vehicles could come
You're
out
holding
of there
my
on blue
arm.
lights.
Yeah, but they're not, are they?
Okay, but they might.
But they're not.
And you're blocking that.
They're not.
So come onto the
No.
pavement. It's a...
Listen, the more you drag me,
I'm
the
not
more
dragging
you're
you
gonna.
anywhere.
The more
I'm
you're
trying to
gonna.
put you onto the pavement.
You don't need to put me on the pavement.
The moment the officer stepped out and instantly blocked the auditor's movement, it was less about genuine policing and more about making assumptions. Instead of assessing the situation, he acted as though guilt had already been decided. What made it even more striking was his own admission. He directly asked if the man was one of those auditors. That question alone revealed that the officer already knew about this lawful practice. Any reasonable approach would have ended there, recognizing that recording in public is not a crime and certainly not a threat. But rather than using that awareness responsibly, the officer escalated without hesitation. He reached straight for Section 43, a power intended for the gravest of national security concerns. Using it here, against someone calmly holding a camera on a public sidewalk, was an extreme and unjustified overreach. It showed that the decision to act was made before a single meaningful question was asked. There was no pause to observe, no attempt to evaluate intentions, and no effort to engage in fair dialogue. Instead, it was a rush to enforcement built on fragile reasoning. And when an officer who already understands what auditors do still chooses to turn anti-terror laws into a weapon against them, it stops being a matter of misunderstanding. At that point, it becomes a conscious misuse of authority, something far more troubling than ignorance.
From your behaviour and your actions,
Yeah.
these can be sites that are
Can be.
vulnerable to terrorist attack.
And
okay?
what?
And when
What have you
people-
got? What information have you got to suspect me of that?
Are you gonna?
What information have you got to suspect me of that?
Are you gonna listen, or are you just gonna keep?
Well,
talking
I'm
over
detained,
me?
aren't I?
Huh?
I'm detained, aren't
You
I?
are, but
Yeah.
you're asking. You're asking.
But I don't
me
have to listen
questions.
to you, do I?
You're asking me questions that
Yeah.
you want the answers to.
Go on then, what's
and
the
every
answer?
time I speak to you, you're talking over me
All right
and not
then.
allowing me to talk.
Go on then, talk.
Okay. You might be one of these new auditors, they're called. They like to provoke a response out of the police to try and get something for clicks and likes and views on YouTube. It's like a new trend that people like to do. Also, you could have suspected terrorists potentially that could be doing what's called hostile reconnaissance, and what people do before they may decide to launch a terrorist attack is they like to come and do recce's of the buildings and the vehicles that they might think I'm going to do an attack on that vehicle or that car. That's another reason. Okay, and that's why I've stopped you, and that's why you've been detained.
To claim hostile reconnaissance as the reason for detaining someone calmly filming in public is a justification so far-fetched that it undermines the very basis of the stop. Serious criminals or terrorists do not parade their intentions by standing in plain view with a camera. If anything, those engaged in genuine threats would turn to covert technology, using satellite imagery, drone reconnaissance, or online mapping tools that leave no public trace. The idea that an individual quietly recording on a pavement fits that profile simply collapses under scrutiny. Even if we entertain the possibility of a remote risk, the reasoning still falls apart. The auditor wasn't concealing his actions, he wasn't attempting to sneak into a restricted zone, he was openly visible, in full daylight, exercising a lawful activity. That's the exact opposite of covert surveillance. Treating this as if it warranted powers under Section 43, legislation reserved for real threats to national security, was not only disproportionate but also reckless, by blurring the line between lawful auditing and genuinely suspicious conduct. The officer ignored key context and disregarded the principle of proportionality. This wasn't a balanced decision informed by evidence, it was a leap to extremes. And when precedent already shows that public filming is protected and permissible, such an action risks not only public trust but also the credibility of policing itself. What should have been a routine observation instead became a textbook example of overreach.
So why do you suspect me of doing that?
Because that building
Why do you suspect
is vulnerable.
me? Why do you suspect me of doing that?
because of where you are.
Am I doing a lawful activity?
No, but it's suspicious.
But am I doing a lawful activity? No,
by
answer that
walking
question.
around?
Answer that question. Am I doing a lawful activity?
What, by filming a police building and vehicles coming in and out of it?
Yeah.
No, mate, it's suspicious.
Oh, it's not. No, but
Okay,
it's
some
lawful though.
people-
It doesn't
some
have to be. So
people-
what if it's suspicious? It's lawful, yeah? It's legal.
lawful, yeah,
it's legal.
but
It's
I
legal.
also- but
It's legal.
still-
Stop there.
Okay, so you're still talking
Yeah,
over
because
me?
it's legal. I'm not doing nothing wrong. What information have you got to suspect me
Your
of being
behaviour.
a terrorist?
Your
What's my
behaviour and
behaviour?
your
Because I'm
action.
filming.
Huh?
Because I'm doing
Because you're
something lawfully.
Because you're filming
Am I being unlawful? Am I
building.
breaking the law?
Huh?
Am I breaking the
Yeah,
law?
you've been detained under section 43.
Yeah, but am I breaking the law?
Mate, don't do that.
No, I
could be an
can't do
unmarked
that.
Vehicle.
I don't care if it's an unmarked vehicle. I can stand there and do whatever I want.
That power that under section 43 of the Terrorism Act
Yeah.
gives us the power to look at phones that are being used, photos that have been taken on those phones and videos. So that's what I'm going to do on that Samsung at the moment.
The officers claim that Section 43 of the Terrorism Act allowed him to dig into the auditor's phone wasn't just a stretch, it was flat out wrong in law. Section 43 gives police the power to stop and search when there is a reasonable suspicion of terrorist activity, but it does not hand them an open license to scroll through private digital content. Accessing personal photos, videos, or messages requires far stricter safeguards, either a judicial warrant, the owner's consent, or very specific authority under Schedule 7, which clearly wasn't in play here. What makes this even more concerning is the ease with which the officer attempted to normalize such a serious intrusion. Without producing a shred of evidence that suggested genuine terrorist intent, he leaned on the act of public filming as if that alone justified bypassing privacy protections. That leap from observing a camera in someone's hand to demanding access to their digital life is not only flawed but deeply alarming. This is more than a mistake, it's a fundamental overreach. Courts have consistently warned against these kinds of shortcuts, making it clear that personal devices fall under strong privacy protections, particularly under Article 8 of the Human Rights Act. Treating lawful filming as a ticket to unlock someone's private property undermines both legal boundaries and public trust. In short, it's not just questionable policing, it's a direct challenge to the principle of privacy that the law is meant to uphold.
I don't think that you're doing something legally by stopping me under Section 43.
That's few
crazy.
and far between.
No,
That's
it's not few and far between. No, get your
You
facts
can-
right.
You can carry on
Get your
recording
facts
if
right.
you want, and I'm telling you what's going on at the moment.
Okay, I will
Okay,
carry on
what's your
recording.
name?
I'm not going to tell you my name.
Okay, can you take your bag off?
No,
No, okay, so I'm going to search you with it on your back. So turn around and look at the wall.
I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not going to follow your instructions.
Alright, you can just sit tight then.
Yeah. Do you know what? Your colleague, right, stopped me under Section 43.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've done nothing wrong. I've been filming here. Yeah.
I can't speak on behalf of my
No,
colleague,
but I've
can
been
I?
filming, but I've done nothing wrong.
I can't speak on behalf of my colleague, can I?
Yeah, but I'm filming.
I
It's
can't-
filming.
I
It's
can't speak
filming.
on behalf of my colleague.
Yeah,
Why are you
but
asking me
is
then?
filming wrong? Can I film? I'm just
answer
asking
the
you. No, I'm asking you.
Listen,
I'm
listen.
asking you though.
Let me finish then.
Okay, go on
Every
then.
time I speak, you speak both
Yeah,
ways.
that's what he said earlier on. Yeah, but same
maybe
script.
do that.
Yeah,
Well, no,
same
because
script.
I went
But I'm
here-
asking you a straight question.
again now,
Well,
aren't you?
answer the question. Yes or no?
Let me speak before.
Okay. Is that a yes or no answer?
Yes, you can speak.
Oh, so I can film, yeah?
And he's told that to
I
you.
can film. So,
I've heard him say
if
to
I
you,
can
I've
film,
listened to you.
why is he stopping me under Section 43?
I'm not him. I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
You see?
So there you go. Then.
He's not you, he doesn't know. If it was him, he wouldn't have stopped me. You know why? Because I can
probably
film
will.
on the street, legally, lawfully.
This exchange makes it impossible to ignore just how weak and unfounded the original detention really was. The auditor, staying calm and collected, posed the most straightforward of questions to the arriving officer: am I allowed to film in public? After a pause, the officer admitted the truth: yes. That single acknowledgement was enough to unravel the very foundation of the Section 43 stop. If public filming is legal, and the officer himself concedes that, then the first officer's decision to escalate to anti-terror powers stands on shaky ground from the start. What followed only deepened the problem. When pressed about why the detention occurred, the second officer deflected with, "I'm not him, I don't know." On the surface it sounded like avoidance, but in reality it was something more damaging, an indirect admission that no clear or consistent reasoning had ever existed. In matters as serious as invoking terrorism legislation, there should be a unified and well-explained justification, not vague shrugs and contradictions between officers. This moment highlights the dangerous gap between lawful authority and assumption-driven action. Instead of articulating genuine suspicion, the first officer relied on personal bias and overreach. And when even his colleague couldn't support or explain the decision, it became plain for everyone watching: the detention wasn't built on evidence, but on impulse. That is a serious failure, both for the individuals involved and for the credibility of powers designed to address true national security threats.
Me. Don't put your hand on me. Don't put your hands on me. Do not put your hand on me. I can put this anywhere I like.
Don't in your face.
No, listen. You are standing close to me. No, you go away. Go away. You step away. Right? Because now you're antagonising me.
I'm not antagonising you.
Yes, you are. You're trying to escalate the situation. Step away. Step away and do not touch me. Well then, I'm not going to let you speak. I don't want to touch. Look, you're doing it again. You're doing it again. You're threatening me. You are threatening me. You are causing me alarm and distress. You're such a way away from me. You do not need to outstretch your hand. I can stand where I like.
Don't put it in someone's face.
I can stand where I like.
Stop in my face.
I can put this in my face. Oh, do you know? I'm not going near you. I'm not going near you, but I can put it in your face if I like. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, cool. You've got an arm distance, I've got an arm distance.
That's fine then. But don't put it in his face like you were doing.
I can do what I want.
Like, no, you can't.
Yes, I can actually.
You can't, my friend.
I can.
Stop coming near us then.
Yeah, look, I'm not coming near you. You're the one that's stepping near me. Move your hand.
No.
Move your hand for me.
My self-distance.
All right then, big man. Yeah, whatever.
Safety, my friend.
Yeah.
Self-defined ethnicity.
See, you're right in my face now. You're right in my face, so you think you can do it, but I can't.
No, it's my safety.
Yeah, look, see?
My safety.
Well, my safety.
You and I
Look, see?
a minute ago, weren't you, my friend?
Look, see?
There you go, just stand there.
No, I'm not standing here, I'm moving. I can walk.
Stay a distance away from us then.
Shut up.
The officer's actions here are a textbook case of intimidation dressed up as procedure. The auditor posed no danger whatsoever. He wasn't aggressive, he wasn't obstructing, and he wasn't invading personal space. He was simply filming from a fair distance while firmly but calmly standing on his rights. Yet, out of nowhere, the officer thrust out his arm and barked, "Stay back," as if an invisible boundary had somehow been crossed. This wasn't about safety, it was about control. By inventing the illusion of a threat, the officer tried to create a conflict that simply didn't exist. It was a staged moment of authority, designed to unsettle the auditor and bait him into reacting. The tactic was clear: paint a lawful citizen as confrontational and then lean on that false narrative to justify further escalation. Had the auditor so much as flinched, raised his voice, or stepped the wrong way, that artificial tension could have been twisted into grounds for an arrest. An innocent act of filming would have suddenly been rewritten as disorderly conduct or obstruction, all because the officer manufactured a confrontation from thin air. It's a dangerous dynamic: authority not used to maintain peace, but to provoke, intimidate, and potentially criminalize behavior that was lawful from the very beginning.
What's your surname? Or are you refusing to give that?
Who's refusing?
I don't know. What's your surname?
Don't use the word refuse.
Okay, what's
Do
your
I have to
surname?
give it to you?
No, you don't.
Oh, well then.
So you are refusing?
I'm not refusing.
Well, you are.
I'm not refusing. I don't have to give it to you. Why don't you understand what you're saying?
Do you want to just show us the gallery on the phone of the photos that you've taken in the videos?
And
you have to do that under the law.
I have to do that under the law.
Yeah, under
actually,
Section 43.
let me just say something to you.
Go on.
Right, hold on. Where's my thing? Give me my stop slip.
I'm going to give it to you in a minute once we're finished.
Okay, let me just say something before I turn this off and show you.
You don't have to turn it off, but you can
No,
keep it
I will have to
recorded.
turn it off. How can I record if I've got to show you stuff?
Because you can keep the app going, can't you?
What app? My filming app.
I don't know, whatever you're
Well, that's
using
what
to
I'm
film.
filming, yeah. But let me just tell you something, yeah? I don't want you to look at my personal property.
Right.
Yeah? Under Section 43, yeah? It doesn't say that you can look under my property in the sense that you're saying it.
Right.
Obviously, you're coercing me that I have to show you because as far as you're concerned, this is part of your bully boy tactics. What are you looking for?
Similar sort of things at other protected sites.
No, what are you looking for? Be specific.
Photographs
of
and films of other police buildings, and if there's a pattern of behaviour.
But obviously,
I've already explained.
But obviously, I filmed police buildings. But what did you say I was?
Huh?
What did you say I could be?
The terrorist.
No, you didn't say that as
Yes,
well.
I did.
Two things you said.
Mate,
What was the
it's
other
all
thing?
on here, bro.
What was the other thing? Don't bother me. What was the other thing you said?
I don't know. Go on.
Oh, you can't remember?
No.
You said two things. You said you could be one of these new.
Oh, an auditor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I'm an auditor, what will I have on my phone?
I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet.
No, but what would I have on it if I'm an auditor? If you know about auditing, what will I have on my phone?
Other videos
of
and photos of officers, of ambulance staff, of firefighters.
No, we don't do ambulance or firefighters.
Like
we just do police.
Clicks.
I just do police personnel.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah.
Do you want to stop?
So that's what you're going to see on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And is that going to be an issue?
I don't know yet because I haven't had a look.
Yeah, but they're going to be the same as filming. This is what I'm saying. You're not going to see any different.
This is